Hi everyone and welcome back to Easy Nails. Here I'm going to show you how you can create easy, fun nails for everyone. Alright, so here we can see my old set, and today I'm going to show you how to do an infill. Alright, so here I am picking up a medium drill bit, medium coarse drill bit, and you can see I'm doing circular motions from right to left, right on that lifted area, just to release the lifting. You want to keep on doing this right to left. I'm right-handed, so the electric drill needs to be set on right. And then now I'm going down the body of the nail in an up and down motion to remove the green. Again, going around that nail on the lifted area, and you can see that the lifted acrylic is coming right off. Here we can see it. And just keep on doing this, but be careful never to touch the natural nail with your drill bit. This will cause a lot of damage to your nail and it will hurt. You can see here again going up and down the body of the nail. I want to try to remove the green acrylic that's there as much as possible. And here you can see how easily the green acrylic is just coming off with up and down motion down the nail. And here I'm flattening out the nail as much as I can. Now we're switching nail bits here. This is a fine mandrel sanding band. This we're going to use basically to push back those cuticles. Slightly rough up the natural nail ever so gently. The electric file here is set on an extremely low speed. You do not want to put any pressure on the natural nail. You're just pushing back the cuticle, and here I'm evening out the surface of the nail. So now I'm going to show you, this is a cuticle bit, it's a football shaped cuticle bit, and we're going to work in the direction right to left, slowly on a very slow speed on the electric drill. You're just removing that dead cuticle from the nail plate. This is a super important step to ensure that we don't have any lifting in the future. If you don't do this, your nail will lift within a few days and you'll be very frustrated. So here again, you see we're going in and trying to get all of that cuticle off of the nail plate very gently. Remember never to press into the nail. Here I'm very lightly taking a medium grit file, and we're filing the sides of the nail just to get that basic shape back. Now be very gentle when you do this, as the nail is very fragile in this state because you have very little product left on the nail. Now we are putting a dehydrator all over the nail. And this is a very important step, again, to ensure that there's no lifting. Here we are using primer. This helps the acrylic gel or polygel, whatever formula you're using, make sure it adheres to the nail. And now I'm going to get polygel. I think that this is the easiest thing to start out with if you're new to nails. Very easy to create a full set and to infill. Quick and easy at home. And here I am pouring some 90% alcohol. You can also use monomer. This is going to act as a slip solution, basically going to help you move around the polygel. Now you're only going to need a little bit of polygel here, and you can see to be able to cover the whole nail, squeezing out a little bit of polygel over the nail. And then basically you're going to take your brush, this is just a regular gel brush. You can use any size that you see fit. I personally prefer the bigger ones. I know that a lot of polygel kits come with smaller brushes, but I think bigger ones are easier to work with. And you can see I'm using a patting and pushing motion to get you want to push a little bit into the cuticle area and pull back onto the nail to make sure you never want to flood the cuticle area. This will cause lifting. It's something we want to try to avoid. And now you can see I'm pressing and patting that polygel into place all over the nail. Again, pressing and patting motion. It kind of feels like a putty, like a silly putty. Just best describe the texture of the polygel, very easy to work with. Here you can see I'm moving it down the nail. You want to keep the majority of your product in the back 1/3 of the nail. This is your apex, and this creates the strength of the nail. So the nail can hold up when we do our everyday activities and will not break off. And you can see the apex there is forming. Again, you want to ensure you have a smooth surface. It'll give you less filing at the end. And here I'm cleaning up that cuticle area. You want to make sure absolutely no product touches the skin. This again will cause your nail to lift. Now here we are going to cure this product. This product needs to be cured for 60 seconds. So you're going to take your LED or UV lamp. 60-second cure here. Want to make sure that that product cures well. Alright, so here we're taking our hand out of the lamp, and again, we're going to clean it with our isopropyl alcohol here. You want to make sure you cleanse the nail very well, as it has an inhibition layer, which is basically gel that did not cure that comes to the top of the nail as it's curing. You want to make sure that we get it all off. And I use a regular napkin here. You don't have to use a lint-free wipe. Here I am taking a medium coarse file, and you're going to want to go up and down the side walls. Now you can see that my nail file is slightly anchored to the side. This will give you a coffin shape to the nail. So it's almost straight, but slightly. The nail file, you're going to taper it to the side, and this will give you that nice tapered, skinny coffin nail. Keep on doing this one side after the other. And then here I'm taking the nail, flipping it to the side and back and forth on the nail file. This will give you a nice straight nail edge for the coffin nail shape. Here I am taking a 5-in-1 fine. Again, this is a 5-in-1 fine drill bit, and I find that this works excellently on the cuticle area. Just want to make sure you're sealing in that cuticle, meaning you're filing right up against the edge of that cuticle, again to ensure no lifting. Here I'm going on the length of the nail from right to left, and this is going to smooth out the shape of the nail, removing any excess bulk. Polygel is really easy to file through, you'll find that. And here again I'm shaping the nail, so you are going to take your nail file here, same grit as before, medium, and move it from side to side. Here I am checking the angles of the nail. Make sure you check all angles of the nail. Make sure you have the shape correct. Here again I'm going on the side of the nail. This will give you that curve to the nail that's so beautiful to look at. And here I'm cleaning my nail with the cleanser brush and rubbing alcohol. Now we get to the fun part, the Swarovski bling application. So now you can see I have a bunch of crystals here in different shapes and sizes. And you can really let your imagination run with this as to the design you would like to do. Here I have a wax pencil you saw there, and a pickup blinger tool. You can find these on Amazon very easily and cheap. And here I am picking up some shaped crystals, and I'm going to apply them onto the nail. I'm going to use some no wipe top coat. You're going to want to put on a nice thick layer of that, and you do not want to cure this. You are going to put the crystals directly onto the uncured gel. All right, here you can see we're putting on a nice thick layer of that no wipe top coat. This is a gel IBD gel top coat. In the description box, I'll leave all the products that I'm using. And here you can see I'm putting a beautiful diamond rhinestone here in the center of the nail. Kind of a rhombus shaped, I would say. And then here, I'm gonna pick up another crystal here. It looks like a teardrop crystal. And what I like about uncuring the gel and putting the crystals on first is it gives you the ability to move them around, slide them around as you see fit. This is easier than using glue, because with glue they tend to stay in place very quickly and set, and you cannot move around those crystals. Here, this is a waxed pencil. I'm going to use them to place some more crystals on the nails. You can see here easily, you can just move those crystals into shape how you like on the nail. And here I'm just taking 2 small crystals and placing them on each side of the nail to finish off the look. One on top, smaller one, and here a bit bigger size crystals on each side of the nail. Now these are not genuine Swarovski crystals, but I do think that they shine just as well as Swarovski crystals, especially if you're doing nails at home. You can get these for a very affordable price on Amazon, and they are just beautiful. These are AB, which means they have an Aurora Borealis tint to them. As you move your finger around, you'll be able to see that. And here we're just finishing up our crystal nail design. And you can play around with this, be creative. Alright, so if everything looks good there, you're going to make sure you want to move everything into place, because once you cure this, you will not be able to move it around again. So closing up that crystal box, and here we are going to cure this in the lamp for 60 seconds. Alright, there's our 60-second cure coming out of the lamp. And you want to make sure you clean the nail. It has a tacky inhibition layer of gel that's uncured that rises to the top during the curing process. Clean that. You want to make sure you clean that with rubbing alcohol. And I just used a napkin here. No need to use lint-free wipe. Lint-free wipe helps, but it's not really necessary, I find. This works just fine. Make sure you clean it really well, cleanse that nail. And if you notice that the nail is looking a little bit bulky, that you lost the crispness of your shape, I have an old nail file here that's dulled out a bit. It's probably a fine grit at this point, and you can just sharpen up those side walls here to get that crisp shape back, side to side, and get that free edge, a nice crisp coffin shape. This is optional step, and then you can always wipe it down again, get that dust off with your rubbing alcohol, and you can see just how much that shines. Here we can see some finishing shots. You can see how easy that was to infill your own nails with polygel at home. Beautiful results, quick, easy, and fun. All right, guys. See you in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Easy nails for everyone, done at home. Bye-bye.